I reckon have long on come to mid on at that added pressure. That's something that I would like to see from Afghanistan's side point of view. But from the Bangladeshi point of view, I think these two batters are doing it properly now. Just milking those singles and set. Engage. Last 31 deliveries, just 13 runs and 1 wicket. Using in the dot deliveries here, Afghanistan. That's what they do well with their spinners in the middle overs, hurrying through the overs, not letting the batters get off the hook. Nice and full by Karote. Punch towards long on for a single to end the 16th over. 65 for 3, and the players and the officials will take a well-earned drinks break.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. يا أستاذ দেখে কেন যান কোনো কিছু জানেন বারো বলে দেবেন আমি না কি হয়ে দেখি কি অবস্থা বলো রশিদ না রশিদ না Tinggal kecil ya? Hah? Tinggal kecil. Oke.
Bangladesh captain winning the toss and deciding to bat first in conditions where at times the ball holds into the pitch on a dry surface here at the Jayat Cricket Stadium in Abu Dhabi in the first one-day international 3-match series. Hridoy and Mehdi trying to do the repair job for the team Bangladesh. 2 for 14 for Omar Jai. Bashir bowled well on his debut, none for 25 in 4 overs. Karote getting the wicket, 1 for 6 in 3 overs. It's been riveting for 15 minutes or so. Hridoy has taken 33 deliveries for his 19. It's going to be test for the batters. Application is going to be key. Also how well they negotiate the threat of Rashid in particular.
Punting his 200th wicket in ODI is Rashid Khan into his 3rd over. Certainly has started very well. The right pace or a good line, Both these batters are very careful against Rashid Khan, not taking any unnecessary risk. Especially with Hridoy, he'll probably want to bat deep as possible. Rangers and Mirage. This is a new role, batting at number 5 as a captain. Still two prolific batters to come in, Jack Raleigh and Noor Lassan. Those two are very aggressive. Long on comes into to the 30-yard circle. This is better by Shahidi. 5 fielders saving the single, including the slip fielder. That's going to be 6.
Lovely boy, lovely boy, lovely boy.
Length has been critical over the years in Rashid's career, as well as bowling within the stumps at a rapid pace.
Boys, come on boys, ارخل again, boys, شباب.
He's bowling with the breeze as well.
يا راود ردي.
Nice misfield resulting in an easy single for Rangers and Mirage.
فراري بال بورود الدماغ كراش.
Thirdly,
فراري.
big effort done by the two batters to just make those singles. Brought one of the best fielders among the playing 11, including in entire Afghanistan. I've been told that probably the best fielder in Afghanistan. Slight misfield in the last balls into with the ball has started well, bowling is 3 overs for 6 runs. Terrific effort so far by Hriday. Not his natural game. But he's playing the situation really well, taking the responsibility on as a senior batter. Not delivery.
Nice.
To end the 17th, it's 67 for 3.
يلا زدهم غلط كره هو. شاباش. आने वाला अभी टाइम है थोड़ा मंडा सदिका है ना
Search continues for Bangladesh to build a partnership, losing wickets at regular interval. Rotate to continue. He's been very accurate.
As we speak, long on comes into the circle now. It's a good captaincy by Ashfatullah Shahidi, understanding that Rangers and Mirage trying to break free by rotating the singles, but also tempting him with 6 fielders in the circle. Really take on the battle or take on the invitation.
Warm conditions here. Full delivery. Straying around the leg stump. Mild appeal from the wicketkeeper as well as from the bowler. Aspat is taking time. Thinking about, was that straying, was that in line with the stumps?
Ramullah Gurbaz's body language, he wasn't sure, but still, Shahidi wants to go upstairs and check it out.
We have player. It's a fair delivery. Can you go with the front on camera, please? It's blocked close to the bat. Close to the bat. Can you go with the front on camera, please? With the front on. Front on is loading now. Go ahead, one frame more. Can you go one more frame back, please? One more frame back. Yeah. Come forward. Go ahead. One more frame. Yeah. It's a flat line, one bat passed near to the bat. It's a flat line. No bat involved. Can you go with the Ultra edge, please. Ball tracking, please. It's pitching leg stump. It's pitching leg stump out. It's pitching leg stump out. Can you go with the on-field umpire, please? Bhaktin, you are on the screen.
Excellent decision
Not out.
from Bhaktin, the on-field umpire, pitching outside the leg stump.
If you look at Gurubaz's body language, straight away he is someone, if he thinks he's out, he's animated, screams and jumps in joy, but in that occasion he wasn't sure. Sometimes also reading the wicket keeper's body language and also what he says is important.
Lovely boy, lovely boy, lovely boy.
What excellent decision by Bhakti on field.
Shabash, 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 shabash.
Half of the ball is outside the leg stump.
Thank you, well done. Lovely, lovely, derka.
Well, he's been doing a brilliant job.
Boys.
Was superb in the recently concluded Asia Cup. Bhaktin is highly rated for his consistent performances as an umpire.
Boys, derka lagya hai.
Cool, calm and composure, has got a lot of experience of handling different situations. Bit given, not capitalized.
Lovely, good over.
18 bowled, 68 for 3 Bangladesh.
Oh, bas, alaka. All right, lovely
Rashid
right,
to continue.
lovely right.
Afghanistan exercising control. Good discipline with the ball.
Okay.
A time since last boundary, 49 deliveries. 8.1 overs to be exact. Oh,
All right.
predetermined that time by Miraj. He was going for a sweep and all of a sudden he realized that the length wasn't there. Had the presence of mind just to defend. Confirmation, last 30 deliveries, only 12 runs. This is what Afghanistan does well in the middle overs. They are spinners, they are running through the overs.
Tightening the screws, exercising control. 9 in length, superb.
That's a boy,
Run rate of 3.73 maintained and 51 deliveries since the last boundary.
Boys, lots keep coming, boys.
Exactly 8.3 overs since the last boundary.
All right, lovely.
Variations, Rashid.
Come, boy.
And something to keep an eye on also, the speeds. The last ball 89.9, the previous 95.6. Thirdly, Rashid is thinking and showing his entire repertoire when it comes to using the pace. The pitch. Against the turn, that's risky, Ridoy.
He's mixing up his variations nicely.
Shabash,
Leg break and
shabash,
oogly.
shabash.
Also altering the pace. Utterly. Slow through the air. 2 is the call. Should be going back for 2. 19 overs have been bowled. 71 for 3 Bangladesh.
What's your first time, huh? Shaba derka. Shaba boy, dera la ningyala. Sirap taranzuna mawar ka wakha.
Omar Zai providing early breakthrough for Afghanistan, getting 2 wickets. Better effort required from the fielder at the point region.
No.
Rema Shah the field at Cow Point. Karote bowling his 5th over, just conceding 7 runs previously. 5 runs per over from here onwards will get Bangladesh to 227. 7 runs per over will get them to 289. If you're looking at how the surface has played, even a score around 260 will be a challenging score to chase it down later on.
Slog sweep. Fantastic connection. Supreme timing from Mehdi.
This was coming for a while now. 6 fielders in the ring, including the slip fielder. India's and Miraj is taking risks finally. A boundary after 55 deliveries, breaking the shackles with a slog sweep over mid-wicket. Vacant, only the Swalek fielder was in front of square. Checking whether it's going to go all the way or not. And yeah, clearly, at least a couple of feet inside. The play should be just a boundary. Certainly a risk taken. And a calculated risk taken, got to be said by the skipper.
Thank you.
Misfield will find the better to get a single here. They have to make a conscious effort to get some intensity in running within the wicket at the same time. Just to push the things forward for the team, take the team forward.
Two misfields in this over. The first one, Rahman Shah, the very first ball, and now the skipper. Extra cover. 9 boundaries and 6 in the 19.3 overs. It's a ball well played as well by Hridoy. Playing down the wee. Rashid 1.7 and Karote 3.9. That's interesting, isn't it? A finger spinner getting more turn than the wrist spinner. That's probably because Devendra pace. Shikan usually fires it in. Karote slowing it down. It is sure Medias and Miraj, being a finger spinner, will probably look at that graphic and will be licking his lips.
Will collect a single. 20 overs bowled here in Abu Dhabi. 80 for 3 Bangladesh.
Logo on what? Logo red or what? Running change. Logo on which?
Well, this has been a topsy-turvy innings. 80 for 3. Rather sedate from the expectation of Bangladeshi batters, the way they bat these days positively. Mr. President, Mohammad Nabi has been introduced. 174 matches, 16 years of international cricket. He bowls slow through the air. His role is containing rather than taking wickets or attacking.
Watch out for the lack of pace by Nabi. He loves bowling in these kind of surfaces against right-handers. Slowing it down, certainly is a big field. Bindwicket, the long on, the deep square, that's a mighty hit. I don't think these two batters will straight away take on Nabi. Probably want to milk those singles, 1s into 2s, 2s into 3s. Certainly, Nabi will threaten the batter, long as when it comes to bowling dot deliveries. And also I like to see Nabi, once he settles down and gets to the groove, trying to bowl round the wicket, just to create a different angle.
Forcing stroke, looking to open up through the offside.
Lucky there, Nabi. I thought it was a poor delivery. Medias and Miraj only had to find the gap, only one fielder behind square in the offside. Too much turn. He knows it. Even Gurbaz, for once or probably second time in the innings, not too interested for an LBW.
Beautiful ball by Nabi. Tossing up, slow through the air, getting a sharp turn. Waited till the last moment. Not much of pace onto the delivery.
Bowling it at 82.6, Nabi. Slowing it down, asking the batter if he wants to make his own pace. But he does really well, building those dot deliveries and getting through the overs. Really good. Just a couple of runs from that over. One done, 82 for 3.
Most ODI runs versus Afghanistan for Bangladesh. Mushfiqur Rahim right at the top, 460. Mehdi Hasan Miraj closing in with 429. Mahmudullah Shakib Lichon on the list also. It'll be a good test of temperament for someone like Mehdi Hasan Miraj, because Bangladesh do need a partnership. Ridoy has looked decent, looked good. Partnership now worth 29. Nicely played towards Miran. It is important. That's what they need to do, as I welcome Ahmad Fadai.
Absolutely. You talked about the most runs against Afghanistan. Most runs also include 100 for Mehdi and Miraj in Asia Cup. Him opened the batting, scored a brilliant 100. Nice batting against Afghanistan.
And that's what he would be looking forward to. I think that you really don't want to look that far ahead. It's important that this partnership progresses into a good one. With that single now 31, the partnership, but they need a big partnership here just to settle, just to steady the ship. Take nothing away from Afghanistan, because I thought the bowlers have done wonderfully well. The bowled to the areas, to their strengths. Especially because of the number of boundaries, you could see that the batters have really worked hard to pick up boundaries. 9 fours and 1 6 so far in the innings.
Well, this is already the highest partnership of Bangladesh inning. The previous one of 28 between Saif Hassan and Tawhid Ridoy looked really promising. A bit unnecessary shot, you'll say, but Saif on his debut just got a little carried away, I guess. It's very important. They just stay there, and as you called it right, build a partnership together.
Dealing in singles is also not a bad idea, but you really don't want to play too many dots, which will allow the bowlers to apply a little bit more pressure. The current run rate close to 4, 3.94. There are open spaces, there are opportunities for the batters to create that gap and pick up singles. So single to finish the over. Bangladesh after 22, 87 for 3. The 5 runs in the last over. Partnership now worth 34. Again, a partnership in the making. But remember, Saif and Ridoy also looked good when the partnership was at 28. Then that dismissal of Saif Hassan. Excellent catch in the deep.
Excellent views that as well. Beautiful pick from Abu Dhabi. It's looking amazing, beautiful to the eyes. You know, that partnership, you have to give it to Nangyal Kharote. The way he set up Saif, he bowled a little quicker earlier 2 deliveries, and then the third one was wider, slower, gave it air. And then Rashid Khan down at the tee. He doesn't miss many. That was a good setup, I believe, from Nangyal Kharote. Was bowled really well today. Wicket to wicket, as keeping it tight. Nabi now into the attack, bowling his second over. What Afghanistan will be trying to do is to see how many more dot balls they can force the Bangladesh batters to play.
Rota has gone for only 21 in 6 overs. This is good. Let's make sure that you don't play those dots, because it's been a while since the last boundary. It's been 18 deliveries now. The pressure will be on to the batters, whether to try to create few chances. Again down the ground.
Now, well, it's not been easy as far as the boundaries are concerned, but it's important that Bangladesh just keeps rotating the strike. It's important they understand the value of taking the game deep and allowing enough for a quick run taken, provide enough for the later middle order. That was good presence of mind, quick run taken. What you want to do is to give a good platform when your later middle order wants to come and bat, and they don't have to come in the mid innings and start batting and doing what they need to do, rather finishing the game.
Yeah, Afghanistan in the last 5 head-to-head results have been very good. No ODIs.
Lovely boy, lovely boy.
Got to finish the over. Bangladesh 91 for 3.
Asfadalak danna usadada.
It's been the pick of the bowler. Mazai has only bowled 4 overs among the wickets, 2 for 14. If you look at the figures, you can say that the bowlers have done a pretty decent job here up until this moment. 23 overs, 91 for 3. Rashid Khan, short one start. Easy for beg your pardon, Medias and Miraj to hit down the ground for a single.
Yeah, it's also how the skipper Ashmatullah Shahidi has rotated his bowlers. He started with the fast bowlers in Riyadh. Azmatullah Omarzai was the pick of the bowler, got early breakthrough, and then introducing Ghazanfar. And the spinners just tightening the screws. Rashid Khan, Nangyal Kharote, Nabi. Nangyal Kharote has bowled really well for his 21 runs he's given. Took also that important wicket of Saif Hassan. Looked really good and was in a good rhythm from the T20 eyes.
And if you look at the recent results for the two teams in the middle, Afghanistan has done really well. Last year, they played 5 series, and out of the 5 series, they went on to win 4. On the other side of the coin, Bangladesh has struggled in the last 5 series. Maybe perhaps just a little bit optimistic going down the leg side. Just going back to Bangladesh, a recent ODI series result. They lost to Sri Lanka in Sri Lanka in this year, in July. In 2024, they lost to West Indies, in West Indies and Afghanistan and UAE. They'll have to be really good to ensure that they can come out at tops, especially in this very first match of the series. Remember, it's a 3-match series.
Well, Rashid Khan thought that maybe he was in business. Close LBW call. Afghanistan already lost one review, didn't go for it, asking for review and thinking that maybe this was going down the leg side, and then straight away Nabi was almost in business. What you don't want to do is allow Rashid Khan to find his rhythm against you. You might want to play him differently. End of the over, 24 overs done, 96 for 3.
नाही वर कमा शाबाश त्याला सध्या ते मानाने शिकवाय हो ए लक्षात असतं त्याचं नावर हा
Bangladesh have struggled in the recent past.
oh why
Ridha has gone on to score 30 of 53 deliveries.
शाबाश 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 boy
Since the 9th over, he hasn't hit a boundary.
शाबाश शाबाश शाबाश
Ridha is at the non-striker's end.
no nice lovely buddy
It's been a struggle for Bangladesh in the recent past, especially last year, in those series that we showed a little while earlier. Here you go again. It's Sri Lanka. They've done very good in T20 international, but not in ODI. The only series win was against Sri Lanka. Close.
Well, they've got themselves these 3 matches to prove they have improved. We already saw how they played in the T20Is against Afghanistan, finishing the series 3-0. Now, it's a different format. Afghanistan has been really good lately, particularly since the 2023 ODI World Cup, qualifying for the first time to the Champions Trophy, winning against England.
lovely
Just need to continue doing things how they have been for the last couple of years. There are still areas of improvement for Afghanistan as well. With the results, they'll be pretty happy. Out of 5 bilateral series, winning 4 should be really satisfying.
Alright, lovely boys.
And this has been another great over from Mohammad Nabi. Only 1 run of the first 5 deliveries. Can he finish it off well?
Easy one. Say that.
Yeah, with 5 fielders inside the circle, you got to be spotted in terms of line and length. Another single. The last ball of the over to finish the over. After 25, Bangladesh 98 for 3.
Inshallah, jaw the boys.
Halfway mark, Bangladesh is 98 for 3 in 25 overs.
Shaba boys. Huh? दोनों माइंड देना confidently. Yes, confidently. ठीक है. शाबाश.
The partnership is building up. They might just come back for the second they do. It's good running, very good running. Important for this pair to just bat long. Current run rate is will get them 199. What they'll be looking forward to something around 7 runs in an over from here on, which will get them 274. But wickets in hand, you never know. Those couple of runs, 100 up for Bangladesh.
शाबाश. और इधर खेलता है. तेरा लड़ाई शाबाश.
There are open spaces, Hidayah. You can see those fielders inside the circle, but there are still quite a lot of gaps. I know that the boundaries have not come, since it's been 36 deliveries since the last boundary, but singles are available.
And 9 to 2 dots so far is just a bit of an area of concern. Yeah, if you're not hitting boundaries, all right, but it's important that you just keep taking singles and keep yourself and the fielders busy.
Sorry.
It's wide down the leg side, but still have the slip in place. Mohammad Nabi is standing at in the first slip position. Oh, nicely struck. Beautifully struck. Good piece of timing. Should be cut off. It is. Lovely looking cover drive from Medius and Miraj.
Skipper with that couple of shots brings that partnership to 51 and still going on. Remember, we say that this is the highest partnership. Previous best was of 28. Good feeling that down at the deep from Ghazanfar.
They had to really work hard again. Nice piece of timing, deft touch this time. Come back for another couple of runs. Both the batters will start to go a little bit in confidence. 53 the partnership now, 84. You mentioned that he's got 100 and that against the same opposition. Medius and Miraj. He started well here.
This has been a good over for them. 8 runs coming off it so far. How often do you get so many runs of Rashid Khan? I think that's the way to go. You called it right. It's important that you keep just targeting the gaps and run hard and score ones and twos.
About lovely delivery to finish the over. After 26, Bangladesh 1 of 6 for 3. Vidak, tell us about Mohammad Nabi, most ODIs for Bangladesh, the president.
Oh, he's been there forever, since the days when Afghanistan was playing Division 5 and then affiliate, associate and all the way to being a full member. How can you take your eyes away from the nature? This sunset looks absolutely amazing, isn't that, Adar bhai? So yeah, Mohammad Nabi has played a great hand in the Afghanistan cricket so far. Still there, played most ODIs for Afghanistan. And still there. Very fit, works very hard. Recently in a different format in Asia Cup, hit 5 sixes of Vilaligues bowling in the last over. Gave Afghanistan some hope. The bowling disappointed, could not defend that total of close to 170 here in Abu Dhabi. But that's the highest runs in the last over in the Asia Cup, in the history of Asia Cup.
What a player. What a player. Tons of experience. Genuine all-rounder. And a finisher. Mohammad Nabi. Right, back to this partnership now.
Nice boys.
53.
Alright, lively.
Spoke about Rido. He hasn't picked up a boundary for a very, very long time.
Boy.
We'll have to wait and see when he decides to take on the bowler. Went down the wicket on that occasion, but clever piece of bowling from Mohammad Nabi, cramping him for room.
Well, the intentions are clear. They understand that they cannot just and keep not hitting boundaries. It's been 44 another time. Previously it was more than 50 plus deliveries that took him hitting the first boundary. Once again, it's more than 40 deliveries, 44 to be exact, since they've hit the boundary.
Yeah, the options, if you're looking at the field set, is you have to go over the top of the fielder at mid-off, but he's an off spinner, so the ball coming back into the right-hander. It's not easy. Oh, short, but they have protection in the deep cover point will pick that up easily. Just a single. So if you want to go over the top over the fielder at mid-off, you have to really go to the pitch of the delivery, make some room on the leg side, and then try to get the elevation on to go over the top on the offside. He has not given you that opportunity. So that's a very, very good from Mohammad Nabi.
What an over that has been. One run off it. Mohammad Nabi bowls a beauty. After 27, 107 for 3.
সমস্যা নাই, go ahead. বড় আছিস, টেনশন করিস না, খেলতে থাক। শাবাশ, শাবাশ, খেলতে রহো, খেলতে রহো। জিততে রহো।
Yeah, there is batting to come. Nurul Hasan was in excellent form. Did not get himself dismissed in any of the three T20 international that they played. He played against the same opposition. There's Jakir Ali. But it all matters who are the ones who are in the middle. So in the middle are the spare. Gazanfa in the attack. Touch wide, but they still can't find the boundaries.
Well, what a player Nurul Hasan has been. Played a brilliant finisher's role in that T20I series against Afghanistan on 3 occasions, just making sure, brings the team home. And in ODIs, his average is more than 88. Exactly, it is 82. Quite a handy batter. Not a big sample size, but you'll still have to talk about his skill and talent. He's a good wicket keeper, you're telling us off air.
He's one of the best in business. I would love to see him go behind the stumps. We'll have to wait and see. And for Bangladesh. Dealing with singles at the moment. And Afghanistan will be quite happy and pleased.
Well, in the context of the game, Ghazanfar has been introduced. Usually, he's only played 12 ODIs, but usually at this stage of the game, when the skipper brings him on, is when he is asking for wickets. Usually, he has provided that breakthrough. So, a skipper with a partnership of 56 might just be getting a little tired and say, let's try and break this partnership.
Now, would you bring another fielder inside the circle and throw the bait on? Is probably the other option that the skipper Hashmatullah Shahidi has. Long off, long on, deep mid wicket, deep cover point are the 4 boundary riders. You do have a split field that the boundaries will not come, but singles will be available. It's important for Bangladesh this pair to ensure that they pick up 6 singles, because they're crawling to 110 in the 28th over.
Yeah, well, that's a little bit short side of the boundary 66, and he's got only 1 fielder at the deep square leg, inviting the batter to try an attack.
This looks close. What are they going to do? No? But they only have 1 review left. That's the problem. But it looked, to the naked eye, it looked pretty decent. We'll have to wait and see. Couple of seconds to go. Don't think he's going to go for it. 110 for 3.
Bangladesh winning the toss and batting first, 110 for 3 in 28 overs, 9 fours and 1 6 so far. So boundary production has been a key issue for Bangladesh in this contest. Orange sun dropping down. It's a beautiful sight here at the Jayat Cricket Stadium, just outside the Jayat Cricket Stadium. Fantastic venue for 50 over format. A lot of T20 and T10 cricket here. Mohammad Nabi, who's been getting the ball to turn on this pitch, looking to continue with this momentum in the bowling. In the commentary box on Devendra with me is Ovesh Shah. How do you see the play developing, Ovesh?
Well, it's Afghanistan right now really dominating the proceedings. They have really got a stranglehold on the middle order. However, yes, both the batsmen have done really well. Haven't really been able to capitalize on anything loose or manage to get that run rate up. You're operating at just a shade below 4 and over. These are the projections. If they carry on at just under 4 runs and over, they're only managing to get 195. However, Bangladesh probably want to get a lot more runs than that.
We have seen a lot of turn, but it's been consistent. So do you see them taking that aggressive route, becoming a bit more adventurous with their stroke making? It's been 54 deliveries since the last boundary was hit. Boundary production has been a real issue for Bangladesh today, despite of having 2 classy batters in the middle.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I was saying earlier, that they haven't been able to get after the bowling. Yes, they've picked up the 1s and 2s, but that's not going to get you the big totals off around 280, 290. Let's have a look at the wickets so far. Omazai picking up the opener. Of course, Shantu just chipping rather an easy catch to mid-off. Then it was the dangerous safe, who I thought was looking really good, till he took that shot on and ended up giving a rather simple catch to Rashid Khan at deep mid-off. And of course, Ridoy and Mahidi came together, managed to put this partnership together of 58 of 100 deliveries.
Well, the bowling has been out spot on from Afghanistan. Bashir on his debut, none for 25 in 4 overs. Umar Jai once again stepping up 2 for 14. He has been absolutely brilliant in the last couple of years for Afghanistan. Ghazan for none for 16 in 4 overs, exercising control. Rasid still searching for 200th wicket in one-day internationals. Only 1 boundary has been hit since the power play. Fantastic facilities here at the Jayat Cricket Stadium. There are tennis courts outside, theatre as well. This has been quite a theatre in the middle. Spinners bowling too. Batters with the pedigree and capability of negotiating spin well.
Well, Nabi, in deep discussion with captain, just talking about the angles and the sort of deliveries that they want to be bowling at the 2 batsmen to contain and manage that run rate. Of course, it's only operating at a shade below 4 at the moment, which Afghanistan will be very happy with as we fast approach the 30 over mark.
I think the discussion is about who should be bowling from which end, considering the stiff breeze blowing from right to left. That's the major talking point at the moment between Nabi and Hashmat Shahidi. Always the breeze, the wind always keeps changing direction here on this open field at the Jayed Cricket Stadium.
शाबाश मखिया मखिया जग زي बांधे उधर जग زي बांधे okay
Looking to restructure the field. Nabi once again. Sweeper on the offside, rather a point on the boundary on the offside. Mid off inside the ring. Sharp turn from Nabi.
boys
It is sharp turn. Quite interestingly, has only conceded 10 runs as he is into his 5th over. This is ideal kind of wicket for Nabi. Bowls it rather slow and the ball does tend to sit in the wicket, so he's not the easiest guy to get into the gaps at times. Sweep shot, batsman will pick up 2. However, if I was the if I was the Bangladesh coach, I will be having a chat, or at least sending a message out to the batsman to say you've got to be a little bit more aggressive against Nabi. He doesn't have the other one, so the ball is only really turning one way. You've got to be a little bit more proactive against him.
Interesting shot. He's trying to become adventurous, taking various routes, bringing about innovation into his game, not quite getting hold of the ball. 4 changes in the field.
It seems a high-risk shot for just a single. Just feel that the batsmen have to have better footwork against Nabi and try and get after him a little bit. Try and put the pressure back on him. A little bit like that. As that sails well over to the boundary. 6 runs.
Partnership developing, 67 of 104. You need a sense of urgency to accelerate at this point of time. Still Nurul Jakir and Tashkeen to come. Some batting left for Bangladesh. Difficult balance to maintain. Attacking at the same time, keeping wickets in hand. This is a tricky period to bat as well. Natural light fading, artificial light taking over. They've skidded off the surface. Let's get a feeling slightly getting better when it comes to pace off the pitch for the spin bowlers.
Have a look at that 6 of the last ball of the previous over of Nabi. Beautiful bit of footwork. Great execution to take that man on at deep mid-on. 81 meters. His first boundary after 54 deliveries.
So Gazinfar into his 5th over, none for 17. He's bowling with accuracy and control. Gentle breeze blowing from right to left. Deep mid wicket, man at the long on the boundary. Getting the ball to spin back into the back spin. The googly, the off spin, he's got plenty of variations. Gazinfar.
Yeah, a little bit more impetus in their approach to both the batsmen. Maybe just trying to pick up the pace. A bit of running there between the wickets. They really got to try and target. Get around a score around 260, 270 at the moment. I don't think they are on for that. At the moment they're probably looking at around 7 at the current run rate, which I don't think will be enough to put any sort of pressure on the Afghanistan batsmen.
In last couple of overs, we've seen a sense of urgency, just tossed up delivery, slightly wider as well, slow through the air, looking to entice a false stroke from the batter. We've seen urgency in running within the wicket, 6 from the previous over as well. Brilliant. The captaincy has been good from Hashmat. Coming back after a long time, after having a wonderful list A tournament back in Afghanistan. The projected score, they should be looking at least 245 or more to be competitive from this juncture in the game.
Well, we spoke at the start of the game that the average score on this or at this stadium is around 270. If you're looking at 245, well, you're below par. You've got to really have a look at what kind of scores you want to be posting to put pressure on the opposition. At the moment, the opposition captain does seem in a little bit of bother. Have a look at this. Pushed into the offside. Diving stop and perhaps just maybe jarred his right knee. He feels it straight away.
Great commitment. A significant player for Afghanistan. In pain straight away. He's trying to recover his position there on the ground. Not only as a batter, especially in the chase. Soft part on the pitch. It's a massive damage to his knee.
The physio's having a little prod around. Quick drink and I'm sure he'll be back on his feet. One more delivery left in this 30th over. Bangladesh 124 for 3 and this partnership now on 71. Bangladesh coach, I'm sure, hoping this partnership is what carries Bangladesh back into this game where the spin of Afghanistan has dominated so far.
Will be interesting who is going to bowl in the death overs for Afghanistan. Bashir on his debut. Azmat has been bowling over the years, 2 for 14 in 4 overs, 6 overs left for Omar Zai. Rote has 4, Rashid 4 overs left.
Yeah, you would have thought that they would definitely use Omar Zai at one end and perhaps the likes of someone like Rashid Khan, the mystery of Rashid Khan at the death. That's what you would have thought they would use.
None for 20 in 4.5 overs. Ghazenfar attacking with it's a short ball and pulled it majestically for how many? 6.
Yeah, smart footwork there by Ridoy. And a no ball. Well, would you believe it? Talk about rubbing salt into the wounds. Let's have a look at this. Yep, definite no ball there. And that was the shot. Rocks back. Mahidi puts it well over the mid-wicket boundary for a sixer.
Approaching his half century, 45 or 59. Free hit on offer. Shot, quick, missed out on a potential boundary.
It was rather sharp. At the end of the 30th over, Bangladesh 131 for 3.
winning the toss and batting first. They were 3 wickets down for 53. Since then, it's been a wonderful partnership. 78 of 111 to consolidate the innings in the batting department. Vildoy on 45, punches through the offside for a single. There's a sense of urgency, there's a sense of acceleration coming up. Seen a couple of boundaries of late.
Yeah, you can definitely see that in their body language. The batsman quick on the front foot press and then rocking bat and capitalizing on anything loose, and now also the batsman able to get the ball down the ground to make sure the run rate is ticking over. Bangladesh 133 for 3 now. 18.4 overs left so far. They'll be eyeing up another 130, 140 runs of those overs left.
Three men patrolling on the boundary of the onside. Sharton again around the leg stump. Changing his lines. Nabi, slow through the air as well, 81 km per hour. Once again finding the fielder. He's slowing up. Deliveries, giving no pace to the batter to work with.
Yeah, Ridoy's got to find a better option than that. He's hit the last 2 balls straight to square leg. He knows the square leg is there. He's got to perhaps walk over to the off stump and create an angle and hit the ball in front of square. And again, yet another dot ball, so perhaps a little bit of pressure mounting on Ridoy here from Nabi.
Bowling in the vicinity of 80 to 90. Mid off up in the circle. Comes down the track and hoiks it through the onside. Fieldsman is there on the boundary, but he's a spectator. It's gone the distance for 6. And half century up for Vildoy. 52 of the 75 deliveries. He's playing a good hand for Bangladesh. Karote into the deck, 1 for 21 in 6 overs. Having it down to short third.
Well, this was the 6th of the last ball of the previous over, but it was all a build-up of the 3 deliveries previous to that. It was 3 dots, and Ridoy decided, well, enough is enough. I'm going to use my feet and do that. Does that very well. And also acknowledges a well-deserved 50. Just 75 deliveries. Oh!
Slightly quicker around the off stump. It's a 10th half century for Vildoy, along with 100 in one-day internationals. Sense of determination is in his batting today. Almost waiting on the back foot to a full delivery.
Karote bowled beautifully today so far. He's in his 7th over. He's only conceded 21 runs, but picked up that key wicket earlier in the game of safe.
No run, lovely, mashallah.
Slightly low wrong, which allows him to bowl the ball into the right hander and cramp him for room. That's what makes him a rather tricky customer. Comes up to bowl, last delivery. 7th over, what a delivery that was, as the 32nd over is now completed. Bangladesh 139 for 3.
determined half century for Hridoy, 52 of 75. Mehdi, 45 of 67, approaching his half century. 86 of 123, the partnership. Change in bowling. Spin replaced by pace of Umarzai. 2 for 14 in 4 overs. Was very impressive in the first spell with the new ball. Getting the ball to move off the surface. Different challenge against 2 set batters. Bouncer, the first up.
Well, this is a 50.
One thing that they have been doing well is accuracy and control with the bowling. Flashes through the offside, is short and wide outside the off stump. We've seen a slower bouncer, we've seen a quicker delivery. Was very impressive in the first spell. Taking 2 wickets. The delivery seemed off the surface. Pitch and simple catch there at mid-off. Azmat taking the catch. Azmat wicket, 2 wickets so far from Azmatullah Umarzai. Almost cramped him. The quicker delivery coming into the right-hander. There's a protection there on the boundary on the onside. He's bowling to the field. More consultation with the captain at the mid-off. About the nature of deliveries that he should be executing at the moment. Deep square. Fine leg patrolling on the boundary. Full delivery. Wants a quick single. Sent back and rightly so. Throw from the fieldsman hovering around. Ibrahim. Sent back and rightly so.
Yeah, I tell you what, there was a mix-up right there. Mehdi wanting the single. Hridoy sending him back, and probably turns out, I think, the right decision. 146, Mehdi eyeing up another one-day international 50. This partnership is fast, approaching 90 of 128 deliveries. This time picks up a single as that concludes the 33rd over. Bangladesh 143 for 3.
Boy, well done, Azmat, good over.
Umarzai 2 for 18 in 5 overs. Very impressive today. 1 for 21 in 7 overs. Karote coming in this ODI side and making impression straight away. Karote to continue.
Lovely. Dagase.
Runs through the over quickly. Bowls in the mold of Ravindra Jadeja. So man at the long off.
No run, lovely.
Mid wicket not far away from the better run, 20 yards.
Ulara Tabigi. Yo!
Slightly short and width given. will collect a couple of runs.
Yeah, good footwork there by Mahidi. Ever so slightly short, but pounces on it. Moves on to 49. Bangladesh 145 for 3. Partnership at 92.
Knocks it down the ground. He's going to get a half century. As he secures another half century, a critical half century will be applauded by everyone sitting in the dugout. It's a 7th 50 in ODI cricket for Mehdi, 50 of the 74. 50 of 74. 7th ODI half century along with 2 centuries in one-day cricket.
Yeah, the skipper leading by example. A much needed partnership, and when he came to the wicket, really needed him to get together with Ridoy. Done exactly that.
Knocks it down the ground for another single. 147 for 3, and players will enjoy drinks here at the Jayat Cricket Stadium in Abu Dhabi. Debut 26 of 37, Ridoy 55, and Mehdi 50 of 74. The two half centurions for the Bangladeshi team. Wonderful. And the third wicket fell, the score was 50. There's then some aggressive play along with strike rotation. Ovisha.
Yeah, exactly that. 53 for 3 is where these two came together and put anything loose, and at times managed to get after the Afghan bowlers if they were trying and get that pressure back on them. Bowlers have bowled well, but these two have really stood out. Here are some of the stats at the current run rate. If they keep going at, they're only going to get 216. Well, Bangladesh, I'm sure, will want a lot more runs than that. They'll be eyeing up around 260, 270 mark. which means another 110, 120 runs from here on in. Umazai's got the ball in hand, got another 5 overs left. He's only conceded 18 runs. So this is the decision that's been made by the captain to keep the ball that Umazai was bowling from his end. Now that ball is going to be used now for the next 16 overs from both the ends, which means the advantage will be with the bowling team as the ball is going to get softer, that little bit quicker. It's not going to be that easy to hit the ball to the boundary.
Excellent delivery. Was that going over the top of the stumps? Sharp movement back into the right hander, also bouncing. Captain is not interested.
Yeah, I think it's a good decision not to go upstairs for that review, because I think I was a little bit high. Yes, it nipped back sharply. Have a little look at this ball. Here it goes. It pitches in line. Beautiful seam. Well, it hits him on the inner thigh pad. Well, that's clearly going above the stance. So a smart decision by the captain not to go upstairs for a review.
He's in brilliant Hashmat as a captain. Bowling rotation. Also taking the composition. Bowling lineup as well. 4 spinners. Here's the call, but we'll have to settle for a single. 99 of 137, the partnership.
Yeah, I was going to say Captain Hashmat has used his bowlers very well. He's got some really good spinners at his disposal, and I think he's used them beautifully. And of course, to add to that, Umazai has been outstanding, only conceding 19 runs as he is bowling his 6th over here. Bangladesh 152 for 3.
Also understanding the nature of the breeze as well, making the bowling changes where the breeze direction keeps changing. But he knows the conditions really well. Played a lot of cricket here. Sharp rising delivery. Ace on from Umarzai.
Really bending his back here, Umazai. He knows at this time of the evening, at that twilight period, if you really bend your back and you present that seam on the pitch, you will get some movement out of it, and he's doing exactly that. Appreciated by Mehdi, the skipper. Good bit of bowling. Umazai has been outstanding so far for Afghanistan.
Short and pulled away. Earlier he used to be considered as a bowler who bowls with the new ball, gets the conventional movement and gets wickets, but he has improved himself drastically. 100 run partnership of 139. This is for the first time against Afghanistan. The 4th wicket partnership of 100. Mehdi and Hirdoy. 100 of 139. Mehdi contributing 51. Searching for a Yorker. Mixing up his deliveries nicely. Azmat. Now he can bowl in different phases of the game as well. He has improved a lot as a cricketer, as an all-rounder, particularly as a bowler.
Yeah, and he's quite smart with it as well. I think he uses his experience. He's played a lot of cricket for Afghanistan now. Bowls wide a crease, doesn't know when to take the pace off as well. And you've seen that in this spell so far. One more delivery left here in the 6th over for Umarzai.
Brilliant delivery. Was that off the inside edge? He survives. 35 overs have been bowled. Bangladesh 153 for 3.
Shabash, boys. Agad सही है खाली सही के बॉल का बोल दी.
Well, Mehdi Hasan Miraj, with 462 runs in 12 innings, has now the most runs against Afghanistan.
मंडा.
And a 100-run partnership, and that is for the first time that for the fourth wicket, Bangladesh has got a 100-run partnership against Afghanistan. Good evening, Maha. Where do you think can Bangladesh take it from here with 7 wickets in the bank?
Oh Allah!
Rohit is so coming down the track. Huge hesitation and a mix-up, and this time it's the well-settled Tawid Ridoy. As they say, never run on a misfield. Ashmutullah Shahid, he did the hard part. In the end, it was a yes, no, sorry.
That's the brilliance of fielding out in the middle from the skipper Ashmutullah Shahidi. He's been really good, held on to the catch early on, and this time around fielded it nicely, and that threatening partnership of 101 of 143 deliveries finally been broken, and the steadfast Tawheed Ridoy, after making 56, will have to walk back to the dugout. Bangladesh 154 for 4. Well, the partnership has been broken. Nangyal Kharote has bowled really well, and because of so much pressure, wanted that single. And in comes Jakir Ali to bat at number 6. Now we know he is an aggressive batter, and can he improve the tempo for the Bangladesh into 11 matches, 350s to his name with a best of 68. Now with 6 wickets in the bank, Maha, and the partnership been broken, and that's the run out. Well, Tawheed Ridoy was first comfortably trying to take it, fielded by Shahidi, went for the run, and at the end you'll say it was a crime scene. He shouldn't have done that, you will say. So what do you make of it from here for Bangladesh? Once again, that's just completing the run out. Easy doing for Rahmanullah Gurbaz. He's bowled really well, wicket to wicket, kept it tight, changed his pace. Tawheed Ridoy doing the hard work. The sweat tells you how hard he worked for his 56 in that partnership of 101. Was into 2 partnerships, first of 28 and then 101 with the skipper. That's been a very tidy over. 3 runs and a wicket off that. Bangladesh 156 for 4. Tawheed Ridoy have scored the most of the runs, but remember, Mehdi Hasan Miraj leading the side is still out in the middle with 53 of 79. Afghanistan bowlers have been very economical today. Azmatullah Omar Zai been the pick of the bowler, 6 overs. Only 20 runs and 2 wickets. The economy is under 4. That is brilliant bowling. bowler, Nangyal Kharota, he throws a dive. The fielding has been really good. They will still take two.
ये तो मेरा डिसीजन नहीं है फील्डिंग में एक स्टोन और हेड और
Massive mix up here. I think it's a striker's call. He calls it straight away. Yes, sees a half-hearted effort in the field. As they say, never run on a misfield. Ashfaqullah Shahidi, the captain, right throughout the day, he's been very impressive how he has operated his troops with the ball. Made sure that Tawhid Hudai had to go walk back.
Yeah, he called it, he ran, and he regretted. There's three stages of that run out.
Siapa dah makan? Kremia.
Very impressive start by Jakarali in his young one-day career. Into his 11th game, already 3 half-centuries. Playing as a specialized wicket-keeper batter, captain the sides in the T20 series, was very impressive in some of the decision-makings, Jakarali. This is a great opportunity to play one of those cameos to get Bangladesh close to 260, which we feel a decent score. Good bouncer, very good bounce. Will that be a called wide because of the line? Aiden Holster probably is happy with it and is not going to call it a wide and just calls it one bouncer for the over. Getting 260 from here onwards, I think Jakarali got to play a binder here and make sure that Medias and Miraj just bats through the overs as well. Captain's knock so far. Like the attitude of Omar Zai, justing out Jakarali with a bouncer. Follow-up delivery, is it going to be another bouncer? At the back of the length area.
Well, he shuffles across Jakarali and straight away finds the gap. Rahmat Shah will follow that. He'll keep it to 2. But I like the intent. And he's coming on the back of some form in that T20I series, saying form because in that partnership of 56 with Shamim, and I'll leave that to you to tell us how you think things can go from here.
Probably the death overs in ODI cricket, in my opinion, starts from the 41st over till the end. 7.83. To get to 7.83 or probably more, 8 runs per over closer for Bangladesh, that means they score 80 to 75 runs in the last 10 overs. These two batters got to make sure the foundation has been laid. Mehdi has done it. It's up to Jakarali to get himself in, get used to the conditions in the middle, get used to the pace of the pitch, and take it from there. It's nicely bowled again, Umar Zai. Not too sure whether it was a slow delivery. But certainly one of those days where Umar Zai is having a field day out in the middle.
Yeah, absolutely. So just to complete my point about Jakarali, that one of the matches Afghanistan had taken the 3 wickets when Jakarali came in that T20I series recently concluded with Afghanistan. You'll tell how he comfortably was able to hit his shots, that he is enjoying some form. Shuffles across, is not scared of taking on the bowlers, and as you said, needs to play a blinder here. Tested with the short ball, he plays this in the gap for 4 and opens his boundary hit in account as well. 10 boundaries in this match so far, 10 fours. After 37, it's 165 for 4.
इस्लाम का सरल मुझे इतना लगती है सदम भाई
Shabash. Largoy na mo po saway, largoy na mo po saway.
ये बता तू लाग दिया तू लाग दिया
Leader जरूर दे shabash. Wala na pata mo.
ये तू ने रेडी कर लगा दे
Very few tall buildings. Very big shout given. Nangyal Kharota gets his second and gets that the important wicket off the skipper Medias and Miraj, asking the question if that was going down the leg side. Jakarali, I believe, confirming with him to go and check it with the umpire, take the DRS review.
Fair delivery. Can we go with the front on camera, please?
वो समझ गया वो इसमें डाल के हाँ समझ गया इसमें दूसरा सिस्टम में बना के हैंडओवर करते हैं हैंडओवर का सेल सेम आएगा और इसमें भी आता है नहीं सर
Good, good, good. Ball is close to the bat. Can we go with the ultra edge, please? Thank you. Ultra edge is coming, guys.
फ्रिज लेके आएगा तो काम नहीं कर सकता। वाला 10 ग्राम 12 ग्राम 12 ग्राम में
Ultra edge is coming.
वाला 16 ग्राम है, टायर वाला 20 ग्राम। सीधा सीधा कम करने पे ही लगे। हम किधर पैसे देंगे? ये नहीं से कमाल बा 4 रुपए बढ़ा के दे। भरा के क्यों देगा? अभी शुक्र है सामान का थोड़ा।
Good, 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 good. It's a flat line when ball passes to the bat. There's no bat involved. Can we go with the ball tracking, please?
ब्लैक टायर देगा तो
Ball tracking is loading, guys.
हम लोग क्या करते हैं? ब्लैक टायर देगा तो
Original decision is out. Pitching in line.
उनका सबके बात है।
Umpire's call, wicket missing. It's umpire call. Akin, you stay with your original decision. I will.
सामान देख के लेता है, वो सही रहेगा ना तो करता है, नहीं तो वापस
You will reverse your
Good
decision.
review
not
taken
out.
by
टायर भी दो
Medias and Miraj, courtesy of Jakar Ali, who made sure that he wanted the captain to go upstairs. From that line, the ball had to turn. It did not turn. That's one reason why the stumps were missing.
Well, he's constantly bowled wicket to wicket when it just mattered. For Medias and Miraj, that was going away from the wicket. And as you called it, trust your partner, and especially Jakir Ali, when a wicket keeper's got good eyes. Straight away told him, go for the review, skipper, it's missing. That tight line. This is on that. Which Nangyal Kharote has bowled really well. Into his last over, 3 more deliveries to be bowled. How beautifully has he bowled, Maha.
Hashmatullah Shahidi injured his knee previously in the game. Even this occasion, giving his all with a full length dive. Not managed to save that single, but talking about commitment, captain setting the standards. Certainly he is in pain. By the way, the physio Nirmalan is out there just to give some attention to the captain. But there's a lot to like about Shahidi when it comes to his commitment towards the side. As a captain, what you want to do most of the time is lead by example. Take a look at this for a dive. Full length, few steps to his right, off he goes, but unfortunately, a couple of feet away from the ball. Right knee does take a battering, knocking in into this grounds. Karate bowling his last over. Very impressive figures. 30 for 1 of his 9.3. All wicket to wicket. Made sure he has subtle changes in variations.
How do you like the evenings in Abu Dhabi? And just look at that. So beautiful, so breathtaking. Absolutely outstanding sight. Tries the sweep, doesn't get the pace on the delivery that he was expecting. Medias and Miraj.
That's twice now Medias and Miraj trying to strike home mid-wicket. Couple of reasons I could think of. One, mid-wicket is vacant. The other, to the 40th over, only 4 fielders outside the circle. Come the 41st over, 1 more fielder can be patrolling the boundary. Maybe one reason why that the Medias and Miraj wants to take that risk of scoring boundaries. I would like to see left arm spinner being seen off. One of those days where Karaote has been very good, very impressive, bowling wicket to wicket, making sure bowling plenty of dot deliveries. Single to end the 38th over, as well as Karaote finishes quota 1 for 32 of his 10. It's 169 for 4.
The leg stand is the fraction towards you.
Shabash, Chong. You're beauty, bro. Come on, bro.
Azmatul Omarzai, pick at the bowler. Still 3 more overs that he can bowl. He's taken 2 wickets. We look at how he's bowled. He's actually bowled short of a good length. In comes Rashid Khan. He's got 4 overs up his sleeves.
Shabash.
Rashid Khan will fancy these 4 overs to get his 200th wicket. A short of 1 wicket. 199 for 6.1 overs. He'll target for sure. That's something that any player, a little milestone, until he gets it, can be any bowler. Quite nervous, you want to get that
Rashid.
record out of the way and concentrate on your job.
That's down the leg side. That will run down for runs. Fielder behind that. Allah Mohammad Khazanfar does good to stop it. They will take 3. Jarkir is fast, pushing for 3. And they get 3. So 4 wides.
Certainly the googly has to be slower. The likes of great, if I remember right, Anil Kumble bowls a leg cutter quick and bowls googly slower, lot similar to Rashid Khan. These kind of bowlers, you got to pick them from the wrist. Some batters around the world pick from the line, from the after the ball pitches on the pitch. But I reckon pitching or picking from the wrist position is the way to forward for players like Rashid Khan, because he bowls so quick. Full toss and over mid-wicket. For a second, I think the mid-wicket fielder was interested. They had to be put away, but Medias and Miraj missed out just a couple of runs.
I know, I remember you were being a little sarcastic back in Sri Lanka when Qais bowled a full toss and got a wicket, and you called that a wicket-taking delivery. And so maybe that was, but Rashid Khan, for a reason, the leading wicket taker for Afghanistan in the ODIs, and in 99 ODI wickets to him, it is well ahead of others. He's got 3 overs after this. He'll certainly be eyeing to see if he can get to that milestone. Remember, he has the most wicket in the T20I format. He just went past Tim Saudi of New Zealand. He also has the most T20 wickets, going past Dwayne Bravo. Oh, that's close. That is close, and that has been given. Rashid Khan gets his 200th ODI wicket. And Medias and Miraj will ask the question again from Jarkir Ali if they should send that up for the review or not. He got it right once. They've gone for the review.
Fair review for LBW. Original decision is out. I check it as a fair delivery. Can you go with the front on camera, please? Ball close to the bat. To confirm, can you go with the ball tracking? Ultra Edge, please. The Ultra Edge is coming. Flat line. No bat in ball. It's confirmed. No bat in ball. Can we go with the ball tracking, please? Original decision is out. Pitching offside. Impact in line. Wicket hitting. Adrian. You can give it out. You're on the screen now.
Yeah, it is given out and Rashid Khan reaches his 200 ODI wickets. Mehdi Hasan Miraj doing all the hard work, making 60 false spray to be the 200th ODI wicket of Rashid Khan. Bangladesh 175 for 5.
দেখুন নম্বর তো ঠিক আছে না
Captain of Bangladesh, Mehdi Hasan Miraj, returns to the pavilion after an excellent 60 runs. And Bangladesh 175 for the loss of 5 wickets.
And so the partnership has been broken. In comes Nurul Hassan, who enjoys staying unbeaten most of the times. That is a wicket taking over, comes to an end, 175 for 5.
নম্বর দিয়ে দিচ্ছি আমি না অল্প টাকা ছিল দেখ কি জানো
Yeah, that is the testimony. Leading ODI wicket takers for Afghanistan, and top of the table is Rashid Khan with reaching his 200 ODI wickets. New batter at the crease, and this is how it transpired. Rashid Khan, the magician of Afghanistan, now stands at the summit. The most ODI wickets for his nation, and what a journey it has been. 200 ODI wickets, and being the symbol of Afghanistan's rise, built on belief, resilience and love and passion for the game, the Rashid Khan. That's the googly, and comes back in sharply from Allah Muhammad Khazanfar.
The last thing what Bangladesh wanted is just two settled batters to be dismissed even before the last 10 overs comes to. First it was Ridoy, courtesy run out. Mehdi Hasan Miraj got a good one from Rashid Khan. And now two new batters got to rebuild. 10.3 overs remaining and only 5 wickets in hand. After Nurul Hassan Sohan and Shakir Ali, got Rishad Hussain who can use the long handle for good effect. Then the three seamers and the left arm spinner to follow. So I reckon Shahidi will fancy to attack a little bit, especially with Nurul Hassan Sohan, just two delivery.
अगर भाई वो वाला पीस बाकी पीस रेडी है तो देर आप पीस बाकी है तो 120 पीस था ना आपसे कितने पीस रेडी है ले लेना था
into his innings. Rashid Khan for certainty, only bowling 7 overs, will continue and probably finish off from the north end.
Again, that's the googly, and comes back sharply. Good feeling that down there for the tall debutant Bashir Ahmad Afghan.
Correction, Rishad is not playing the left arm spinner Tanveer. He can hold the bat as well as the three seamers, but the bulk of the runs to get to 250 has to come from this pair. Standing captain in T20 is Shakir Ali. Hassan Sohan was in fantastic form. It's concluded up in Sharjah. 40 was gone. 177 for 5.
Shaba boy, shabash.
Yeah, Medias and Miraj, the top scorer so far, 60 to him, built a brilliant partnership together with Tawheed Ridoy of 101, and that run out broke the momentum, and then Rashid Khan straight away into the game, and Taskeen after that to come in back. There it is, the confirmation, 5-fielder can now be outside the circle. Rashid Khan into his 8th.
Lovely boy, lovely boy.
Still only 4 fielders outside the circle, still attacking. Beg your pardon, 3 fielders. So certainly Ashfatullah Shahid is on the attack and he understands. Average of 83 into his 8th game. Lots of not outs, 45 not out. High score. Even the recently concluded T20 series, 3 knocks, 23, 31, 10. All remain not out. Brilliant by Nur Hassan Sohan, taking that responsibility of being the finisher of the side.
Well, he's earning himself a title, Mr. Not Out. Isn't that? Did early in his career. Oh, that is good. That is good. That has been given. Rashid Khan gets his 2nd, and Shakir Ali doesn't bother asking for the review. Straight away starts walking back.
Even Nur Hassan Sohan at the non-strikers in, he did not want to go upstairs. This looked dead. Don't think Shakir Ali picked the googly playing from the crease. That is dangerous against Rashid Khan. When you give a sniff to Rashid, he's among the best. Shakir gone for 10. It's 178 for 6, Bangladesh.
Rush.
Quick wickets, 154 for 4, 175 for 5, 178 for 6. In comes Tanzim. Well, Bangladesh needed wickets, fuel in the tank to cruise along in the last 10 overs. But what a good time for Afghanistan to take wickets.
Tanzim Hassan Shakib has a highest of 45, beg your pardon. So it's certainly no mug with the bat. Playing half-hearted, front foot goes nowhere. He's a dangerous ploy to play from nowhere, the front foot going. Rashid Khan, as I said, when he gets a sniff, he's very dangerous. This occasion it's a leg spinner. Sharp turn and very well taken by Gurbaz. End of a successful over, it's 178 for 6.
Shabba, quick. Yes, sir. Shabash. Hey, dito na barko na.
Rashid Khan with the economy of 4 has taken 2 wickets for 32, has really put Bangladesh on the back foot. Remember, he took both his wickets with the googlies. And when he early started his career, he used to call him Googly Master. And the Googly Master has taken the 2 wickets, ensuring getting to his 200th and 201st with googlies.
But rethink again now, Bangladesh. 260, 270, what they were thinking. I think even 225, 230 can be a fighting score, looking at how the pitch has behaved. Actually, with the spinners in the mid-lowers getting some sharp turns, some uneven bounce. Mohan, it's interesting to see what sort of a game knowledge he's going to play. He's still got another 3.4 overs of Gazamfar, couple of overs from Rashid. It's interesting how he's going to play and make sure that he bats most of the deliveries of those 2 mystery spinners. Risky stroke, resulting in just a single.
Well, Afghanistan have really come back strong. Last 30 deliveries, 20 runs, 2 wickets, and that's where from they have pushed Bangladesh on the back foot. Certainly cut 20 runs off whatever total they were aiming at getting to. Flighted, but Tanzim keeps it to the ground. That's good batting. And probably take it to 45 and see if you keep the wickets, try and launch from there.
Oh, it was close. Got the bat down in time, Nur Hassan. So I don't think he picked the googly. Certainly beautifully bowled by Gazamfar.
Yeah, I reckon his googly is very fast, isn't it? Comes back in sharply. That's a good shot, and there'll be a cut out. They won the second. Running's been quick, running's been hard. End of a good over from Ala Mohammad Ghazan for only 4 runs coming off it. After 42, Bangladesh 182 for 6.
राशिद आया और आता बोलेगा ये बोलेगा राशिद आया उस पर लाई पकार दा चुका लेकर
183 for 6. All depend how he goes on from here. Nur Hassan, average first in total in the last 5 years has been 276. The rate that they're going at the moment doesn't seem that they're going to get close. But a couple of good overs, you never know. You really never know. But what a spell! What a spell from Rashid Khan.
Shower rush, lovely.
He's the one who's given them the breakthrough. That's probably just missing down the leg side. He's asking. Going to take the review. Both teams have 1 each. Yep. He's taking the review.
To director, player review for LBW, original decision not out. I check it is a fair delivery. Can you go with the front on camera, please? It's close to the bat. Can you check with the ultra edge, please? Ultra edge is loading, guys. Ultra edge is loading. All try just loading, guys. So I'll try just loading. I'll try just loading, guys. Yeah. Can you go one frame back, please? Yeah. Go ahead. Spikes come when the ball close to the pad. Can you go one frame back, please? Quick one frame, friend, please. Go ahead. Go ahead. Can you go one frame back, please? Go ahead. There is a spikes when it's touched to the pad. No bat involved. Can you go with the ball tracking, please? Pitching in line, fire call, missing, wicket missing. Oh, Andrin, stay with your original decision. You are on the screen now.
Yeah, not a great review initially. It looked like it was going down the leg side, but right at the last moment, Rashid Khan perhaps felt he might have been a little bit closer. But what a spell! Now he has bowled 15 deliveries, has picked up 2 for 9 in this spell. Absolutely brilliant. Make that another delivery. Really put the Afghanistan back into the game. Good evening, OS.
He certainly has. He's bowled an outstanding spell here, but more also importantly, it's been 34 deliveries since the last boundary was struck. Just shows you how well the Afghanistan spinners have controlled the game. Bangladesh 184 for 6, and now probably will do well to get maybe around the 230 mark.
Okay, no worries.
Now with that single, he will keep the strike. So after the end of the 43rd over, Bangladesh 185 for 6.
Tinjawar tahu Barca. Agak biar Barca.
Most ODI wickets versus Bangladesh for Afghanistan. No surprises there, OS. Rashid Khan right at the top with 26 scalps. Mohammad Nabi 19, Fazlak Farooqi 15, Mujibur Rahman 13, and Azmat Ullah Omar Sai, who was among the wickets. Started all by picking up 2 early wickets. Today is on 10. Yeah, Bangladesh will be disappointed. The reason why I say it, because at one stage when Ridoy and Miraj was batting, they added 101 in 143 deliveries, and that run out really changed the complexion of the game. Zanfa in the attack is been just a touch expensive. He's gone for 33 in 7 overs.
Well, most spinners will be happy with that in a one-day international. Current run rate operating just above 4 run over. He has bowled pretty well.
That's nicely struck. That's gone all the way. And has come from the bat of Tanzim Hassan Shakib. Timed it to perfection. Much needed boundary.
Well, it was in the arc, and the batsman not going to miss out on that. Tanzim deposits that well over deep mid-wicket.
Boundary after 37 deliveries and they went all the way for the maximum. Again eyeing that onside area. Not a bad idea to play it on the offside because it's wide outside the off stump. And if you look at the field set, yes, there's a cover in place, but there is long off and a huge gap. The fielder at deep cover point. So there is ample space to work around for the batters on the offside. There you go. Look at that gap. Long off and look at that field at deep cover point. Huge gap. We have already seen what Chauhan is capable of in that T20 International Series between the sides. Yep, offside. Another single taken. He's the one who hit that six. Tanzim Hassan Shakib, 193 on the board in the 44th over. We'll have 6 more over after this over. Thinking about the second, I've already had a mishap earlier on. You don't want to do it again. So it stays with that single. After 44, Bangladesh 194 for 6-9 in that over.
Quick. Siapa boy, Kader mau hand dan le goreng. Shabash.
Te Facebook posta mas lago একদিন দেবো নিজবাত্রিতে
Rashid Khan in his last over. Quicker short of a length. This is going to be a real challenge for the last 4 batsmen of Bangladesh to try and get the better of the spinners. A, you got to read them out of the hand. B, you got to try and attack them. And yes, it's pretty big boundaries here at the Sheikh Zayed Stadium here in Abu Dhabi. Current run rate gets them around 221. However, Bangladesh would want to get a lot more than that to put pressure on the Afghan batsmen.
Oh, close, given again. It's the dangerous Rashid Khan. He wanted to have a bit of a chat. He said, no, you're plumb in front. So Chauhan goes. And Rashid picks up another wicket. More trouble for Bangladesh.
Well, that's exactly what I was talking about. You got to pick the spinners and then try and attack them. However, Nurul did not pick that and just tried to prod it forward. And there it was, the dreaded googly, just past the inside edge. I'm actually surprised it didn't go upstairs. Perhaps a referral was, should have been taken. However, he has a Nurul Hassan departs for 7. Bangladesh 195 for 7.
Let's give him a big hand. Beginning of this match, he was on 199 with these 3 wickets. Rashid Khan has taken 202 wickets in ODI.
Yeah, what a spell from the magician Rashid Khan. Another googly. Failed to pick up the googlies earlier. Hassan Mahmood is the new batter. This is the last over. They need to make sure they do not give another wicket,
Catch it.
especially in this last over. Quick run taken, direct hit needed. Ooh, would have been close.
Tell you what, a direct hit would have been interesting. Let's have another look at this LBW. Just goes forward and just misses the inside edge. I wonder if they've gone upstairs.
Right.
The ball would have maybe just sliding down. Well, they chose not to. 2 more deliveries left in this Rashid Khan spell.
Lovely boy.
7th time that he's picked up a 3-wicket haul in one-day international, Rashid Khan. I'm with you on that, Uwais Shah. Hassan could have gone and taken the review because now he's exposed the bowlers to come in.
Out देखो जा. Yo.
Well, they'll pick up a single, maybe thinking about the second, which is not there. But what a spell from Rashid Khan. He completes his full court of 10 overs, picks up 3 wickets for 38. After 45, Bangladesh 197 for 7.
कमाने बोला हो गया मसाला है. Look that. Aurora. Quick. Close the door. See गई. Chava good spell right.
हमको जो मिला भी है इसका फोटो ले लो. फोटो क्यों ले लो?
Right at the top, the champion bowler Rashid Khan with most wickets for Afghanistan in one-day internationals. He's the only one who's gone across 200. He's picked up 3. So that's 202 in 107 innings. Maybe not too far behind, closing it with 176. Right, now these are the 5 overs which Bangladesh will be hoping can cash in. Omar Zai has been excellent, 2 for 29. Slower, shorter one down the leg side.
Yeah, good bit of bowling there. Good use of the slower ball. Almost like a smart campaigner. He's become a very good, experienced bowler now for Afghanistan. Tends to bowl at the death as well. He's got 3 overs left. One would imagine he will finish out and finish his 10-over spell. Meanwhile, the spinners will probably be rotated from the other end. Only conceded 29 runs so far. Afghanistan have really controlled this game with the ball.
Piece of fielding, but single taken. He's everywhere. What a spell and what a good piece of fielding. Remember, he took that catch at long off earlier on to send back Saif Hassan.
Yeah, plays cricket in the right way, I feel. He wants to be in the action. He wants the difficult overs. He wants to field in the key positions, and we all know he's got that flair with the bat. He can pick up 6s off the leg side as well. He really is a wonderful cricketer for Afghan cricket and an absolute gent of a person as well.
To the pads, so there'll be a single. Yep, it's important for Bangladesh to play till the very end before getting bowled out. Yeah, they've only have 3 wickets in hand, 199 on the card here. He's already belted 1-6, which is a good connection. Tanzim Hassan is now moved on to 14 of 18. So it's important that they play the total number of overs. And there will be few runs added to that total.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be too difficult to do that from the seamer's end. However, trying to read the spin from the other end is going to be very difficult for the tail enders. If they can do that, then they may well bat out the full overs. However, they've only managed 200 runs so far, and one would imagine if they may just scrape to about 220 at the end of the 50 allotted overs.
200 up for Bangladesh. If you talk about spinners, Haruti and Rashid Khan has completed a full court of 10 overs, but there is Gazanfar who's bowled 8. There's Mohammad Nabi who's got or more. So they've got options, spinning options. Listen to see whether they're going to use both of them at this stage of the game.
Yeah, if I was the captain of Afghanistan, I'd be using Ghazanfar. He's got that mystery, very tough to read for the tail-ended batsman of Bangladesh. Nabi will be a little bit easier to read, so probably unlikely to use him. And of course, Umar Zaid will probably finish out his quota from this end.
Yeah, Ghazanfar has been the most expensive in terms of economy. The second most expensive, has gone above 5 runs and an over. Right, after 46, it's 2-2 for 7. Medias and Mirage stood out, and so did Hridoy. That partnership of 101. Eyeing the onside. They've got to somehow manage to score maybe 230, 240 from here on. Anything above that will be a bonus. Will they be able to do that is the big question.
But it's going to be a huge ask for the Bangladesh tailenders to go from here on in and try and get 230 and 240. Like I mentioned, Ghazanfar is going to bowl his 2 overs from this end, which means trying to read him is one thing and then trying to score off his bowling is another. I just feel that maybe if 220, if they can try and make sure they rotate, strike and pick up the odd boundary against Umar Zaid, then maybe they may be able to get to around 220, 225.
Ghazanfar in the attack. Yeah, if you look at the lowest total defended by Bangladesh versus Afghanistan, at the same venue in the year 2018, they defended 249 for 7. But still quite a far away because they're still 203 at the moment. They need some big blows here because if you don't pick up boundaries, then it's going to be pretty difficult for the bowlers to come and defend it. Swing and a mix.
This time the googly for Ghazanfar turned into the leg side. Batsman looking for 2, and they should get back for that. Score moves on to 205 for 7 with 1 more delivery left in the 47th over.
The boundaries have really been hard to come by. 10 4s and 5 6s so far in this innings. Since the last boundary, 21 deliveries. Would you believe it? They've been so good, the Afghanistan bowlers. So very accurate. Have made life difficult for Bangladesh. That should be taken. And it is. So another one goes. Ghazanfar finally picks up his first wicket.
Well, goes for the big, mighty hoik over mid-wicket and ends up only giving that man a short third, a rather simple catch. As Hassan Mahmood departs for 5, Bangladesh 205 for 8.